Collision was May 2nd, 2026. Pretty damn good show, so let's talk about it. First matchup was the Rascals in Top Flight versus the Death Riders and the Dogs. This match was pretty metal. Pretty metal. Starts out with them basically having a melee outside the ring. It was a 5-on-5 match. All 5 of them, or all 10 of them, I should say, knocking it out and having a brawl. Here's a little screenshot of Castagnoli showing off his brute strength. Man's a beast. There's another good screenshot of Moxley. It didn't really get a good shot because Pac's big thighs were in the way. But Moxley just hit that clothesline devastating. It was really good. And then it's another screenshot of him. I just wanted to make a point how over this dude is. It doesn't even really matter anymore, like what a heel or a baby face is, in my opinion. The crowd likes what they like, and when he got up on I had to screenshot it on this funny face that he made too, especially because it's just funny. But when he got up there and he was looking at the crowd, they were just cheering for him like hardcore. So it just shows they're kind of the Death Riders anyway are kind of in the gray area where they're not even like heels or babyface. They do a lot of heel shit, but they also have some kind of moral code, with Moxley and all that stuff. So it's pretty good direction they're going right now. I like it. Another screenshot of the Rascals just getting it done with their high flying stuff. The Rascals are really good. They have really impressed me ever since they've debuted in the AEW. Here was a good shot of one of the Rascals. I can't tell which one going into the announce table. And Marina Shafir's face selling it was really good. Like right there. She's just, oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good match all together. Another great screenshot of the Rascals doing their thing. High flying. Good stuff. And Castagnoli doing the big spin. End of the match, we had Pac getting the win, doing a huge clothesline with a submission move, getting the tap. Good match. Metal. That's my rating. Metal. Anyway, next match we got Jungle Jack Perry. I don't think he goes by. Does he go by? Yeah, Jungle Jack Perry. He's not Jungle Boy anymore. He's Jungle Jack Perry, which is good. He's grown up. He's a man now. Jungle Man Jack Perry. You can use that if you want. Anyway, he had a championship match tonight. His championship against Mascara Dorada, or as I like to call him, Mascara Doritos. Don't get mad. It's a joke. Great match. This match was definitely metal. Metal match. Dorada having Jack Perry onto the barrier wall and tried for a suplex first, and then he switched it up to a devastating modified DDT. Another screenshot of Jack Perry going off the top rope, doing a backflip, moonsault. Dorada, you can see right there, catching him, chef kiss. Good stuff. So this is the end of the match. Jack Perry climbs the ring ropes all the way up. Got Dorada into a nice kind of Hurricane Rana. Very beautifully executed, good stuff. And he gets the 1, 2, 3. And there is your national champion still. Jungle Jack Perry. Match was metal. This one I wasn't sure I was going to talk about, but I'll talk about it. So they had the little backstage thing with Shida and Statlander. And that whole thing with Statlander's character lately, she's been very quiet and not talking, and I just didn't know what the fuck was going on here. But tonight she snapped. Shida was just getting on her shit that she kind of lost their championship match back on Dynamite. And then, like I said, Statlander had enough and put her up against the wall and just told her to shut up. It was good stuff. It was good to see Statlander finally maybe even say something. So yeah, it was kind of odd to see the last women's champion like just kind of like just not really do much, you know. And then now I don't know. I guess we got some kind of storyline going on where she actually can speak again. So that's cool. All right, next match we got the conglomeration. Orange Cassidy, Roddy Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. Which this is the thing about the Trios Championship. There was a time when the Ops had the Trios Championship, and bro, I don't even know what the point of those titles were because they never got defended. It took forever. Now I love the Trios Championship because it always gets defended, and it's you know, 9 times out of 10 it's a very entertaining match and very good. So the conglomeration is facing MXM Collection and Johnny TV. And it's good to see them. I mean, they don't really do much. I guess they've been doing stuff in, like Tony Schiavone said, I guess. I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I guess they've been doing a lot in Ring of Honor. So good for them. But I remember Johnny TV being Johnny Nitro back in WWE, and he was pretty sick. So I kind of wish that he would just like, he's still sick, basically, what I'm saying. I kind of wish that he would just leave this team and just do some single stuff because he can still perform. So, but whatever, I don't know. So yeah, match starts out with just that. He talks to his boys in the ring, and then he does a diving, spinning corkscrew vault over the top rope, hitting the conglomeration. Really good executed. And there he is. He actually landed on his feet, and there he is celebrating about. Then the other two of the MXM started wanting to do a little pose inside the ring, which is pretty funny. And Orange Cassidy got in the middle of it, and he did his own pose with him. You gotta love Orange Cassidy. He brings back the fun, goofy wrestling component to the team. Very good stuff. Love it. There's another good point of the match where Orange got on Rowdy's shoulders and wanted to do like a choke slam. So he goes up to one of his opponents, and I'm sorry, I can't remember this guy's name. It's because he's never on TV, like I said. So I don't know. MXM, one of the MXM guys. And of course he didn't. No, that didn't work. He got slapped down. So Orange goes over to the other guy that's on the middle rope, and he doesn't quite hit the choke slam, but he grabs him by the throat and then throws him off into his partners. Good entertaining match. Good, you know, fun to see. I like the fun, goofy stuff, especially with Orange Cassidy. You can't go wrong with him. Match finishing right here. Orange goes off the ropes and hits a nice elbow to Johnny TV and gets the 1, 2, 3. And they're still the Trios champion. But it was a good, entertaining match. And there's your winners. Next up, we have Anna Jay returning. And it's good to see her back. I think she's away from injury. It's always nice to see people heal up and get back to work. And she is facing the comeback killer, Willow Nightingale. And that's what the comeback killer mantra has become now, because this is the 4th one now of a returning star from injury or whatever. And Willow beating them for, 3 of them. Maybe this is the 4th one. Spoiler alert, it is. Anyway, so we got Willow Nightingale versus Anna Jay. And, you gotta love Willow's personality. She's got a great smile, great energy, and I really like her being the TBS champion. It's good stuff. They can keep that belt on her for a long time, in my opinion. And this whole thing, I like to see her in single stuff. I like the tag team stuff too with Harley, but she's better single, in my opinion. And she does good work, really good work. It's good to see Anna Jay back. It's really good to see Anna Jay's back, because that's nice. Hopefully we can see more of that. Anyway, Not too much of a highlights on this match, you know. It was a good match. It was metal. I will say it was metal. This was a good one though. Willow and Anna are fighting outside the ring. Anna's on the outside of the ring on the floor. Willow's up on the ring apron, and she does the Brody King bark and executes the Brody King roll, and she hits it really good. It was pretty fun to watch. There's a good screenshot of her having some fun with a fan, doing a little heart emoji. Good stuff, good energy, love it. One of the best faces in the company, I would say, is Willow Nightingale. She's very fun, very energetic, and people just love her, including me. So yeah, Anna put up a pretty good fight. I mean, her first returning match, she looked good. She looked good. A little screenshot of her doing a bulldog, where she actually had her in a headlock, had Willow in a headlock, and went up on the ropes and spun around and executed it pretty good. It looked really good. And this is near the end of the match. Willow takes Anna up to the top rope with a nice power suplex all the way down. Willow had her still locked into the headlock as she kind of Eddie Guerrero rolled up and gave her the Babe with the power bomb. And that was it. That was your 1, 2, 3. Good match, like I said. And like I said, whatever they want to do, but you can keep that belt on her for as long as you want, in my opinion. I think it's great. All right, next matchup we had everybody's favorite, Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia, the two most popular members of the Death Riders. Anyway, one thing I will say about Daniel Garcia, he plays a heel really good. There's a couple screenshots of him going up and intimidating some poor, like, buzz-cutted ginger kid with glasses. I don't know what was up with that, but it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny to see. And then Moxley came out from outside the barricaded area and sold it a little more, where he was like, I don't want to mess with that kid. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. And then, okay, their opponents. So this match, that's me tapping my fingers, because you have kind of a late match and not really that popular of people, in my opinion. I don't, whatever, dude. So Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia versus Juice Robinson and Ace Austin. Or as I like to call Ace Austin, the Budget Gambit, or Timu Gambit. Yeah, you know what you're doing, dude. You're a great wrestler. I love you, but I don't know about the gimmick. So that being said, I talked a lot of shit about who's in the match, but I will say that overall, the match ended up pretty metal. Okay. First part about it, don't get me wrong, I don't really like the Ace Austin gimmick too much, but he's a phenomenal performer. He really is. And the first part of this match was pretty much just a one-man show, and Nigel even said that. And here's a screenshot of him doing some cool shit right there. So yeah, it was good. See, and this is a screenshot that shows you another thing about the Death Riders. Like, you know, they still do a lot of heel shit with Marina Shafir, you know, coming in there and interfering here and there. So yeah, good screenshot. Wheeler Yuta actually did one of my favorite moves, and that's the Fisherman Suplex. Basically the perfect plex back in the day. And here's him executing it pretty damn good. He got a 1-2 pin out of it, but of course not the finish of the match. Good screenshot of Ace Austin. He's been doing this the last couple weeks of showing off those big, powerful thighs that he has. Dude has freaking tree trunks for thighs. Doing a full squat with Daniel Garcia on his back, and then following it up with a good Death Valley driver. Really good. Looked really good. Yeah, I mean, Ace Austin was basically in this match like so long in the beginning, and to the middle, basically without a tag in. And then we finally got some action from Juice. Juice gets tagged in. Little fight happens. Juice goes outside the ring. He's talking shit to Moxley. Good screenshot of Yuta flying through the middle rope. He kind of like, and he didn't mess up at all, but you can see as these shots show that Daniel Garcia kind of got more the brunt of it than his opponent. It was kind of funny. Wheeler having a good face right here. Oh yeah. Then something happened after that move where we had Yuta hit the announce table and he got split open, as they say, or he bladed, one of the two. I don't know. It was whatever it did it well, because I couldn't really tell. So yay, good job, Yuta. Match finishes with Juice Robinson getting the win. I actually haven't seen much of Juice Robinson a lot, and I honestly don't really care. I'm not a big Juice Robinson fan. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, oh, I love everything. If you like him, that's cool, man. If you're the biggest Juice Robinson fan, you do you. I don't get his character. I don't get him altogether. I'm honestly not really a fan. But you have 3 people in this match that I don't really like, and I still give it a medal. Still a good match. It was a good, entertaining match, and that's all I ask for. So, good job, guys. So after the match, the Death Riders do what the Death Riders do. They started having a little temper tantrum. And they started beating up Ace Austin and Juice. So then, but that's cool though, because then we got to see Colton Gunn come back, and he's been gone for a very long time, I believe. So he's back from injury, and him and his brother Austin can hopefully do some cool tag team stuff. Because I do always love their dad, Billy Gunn. He's pretty cool, and man, I'll tell you what, that Colton, he's almost a spitting image of his dad. It's pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see like some wrestlers that you actually grew up watching, or and then you see their kids come in there. It's pretty cool. So good stuff. Glad they're back. So as they came back, of course, they came in to save their buddies Juice and Timu Gambit, and fight breaks out, and they're throwing hands with the Death Riders, and then after all said and done, they leave, and you got Marina Shafir acting like every toxic, wasted girlfriend at the bar, trying to fight every guy that nothing's gonna happen, but your boyfriend or your husband is gonna get his ass kicked, and that she is filling that part in to a T. Because you can see it right here where Daniel Garcia is trying to hold her back, and I just think this is so funny too, because okay, she's a tough woman. Tough woman. But she's a woman. She'd still get her ass kicked by all these guys. Let's not try to play this bullshit, okay? But it's still entertaining. Next matchup, okay. This is my rating system. Medal is where I like a match. If I don't like a match, you get 1 horn, and it's pretty much called tinfoil, because it's weak and floppy. That's what happened on the next match. Next match we got Sky Blue. We have the Triangle Madness, and I love Sky Blue. Don't get me wrong, I ain't talking shit about her at all. Not at all. But what it was is she faced a girl named Nikki XS. And, so it's a squash match. Every squash match you see, it's going to get a bad rating for me. I don't understand these. I kind of get it if they're like trying to feel out some talent or something like that. Maybe that's what they're doing. Usually what it is 9 times out of 10 is these people are local wrestlers from the town that they're in at the time, and they give them, they give them some work and they give them some television time, which is cool. It's cool, but and basically, I guess it makes sense that they don't do like house shows anymore. I don't really think AEW does house shows like back in the day when they used to do, like WWE used to do that shit all the time. But yeah, I mean it's a squash match, and there's nothing to really report except that this guy got the easy win with a submission, and she also looked pretty good tonight. So yeah, good on you, Sky. Main event time, and it's Hook versus Jet, the Jet, Kevin Knight, and not the biggest Hook fan either. I'll be honest, but he was good in this match. I don't like his look. I do not like when pro wrestlers try to look like boxers. I think it's like the dumbest shit ever. Like one of the dumbest shit ever things, gimmicks ever. I do not like it. And he calls himself the Stone Cold Handsome Devil. In the screenshot, you can say, "You sure about that? You sure about that?" And honestly, I haven't seen Hook in the ring, and I can't even remember, dude. Like, it's been so long, and I don't know. I don't know what was going on with him. I think he was injured. Um, and like I said, I don't really like him, so I don't really care. But he was fighting or wrestling one of my favorite guys, Kevin Knight, and I love that dude. So, and this is a story about Kevin Knight. When I first saw him and Mike Bailey, um, he was the standout one. I was just watching, just randomly, just watching one night, and I was like, man, this dude is freaking good. So it's good to see. I really like that he won the TNT Championship for one thing, and these last few weeks you see him and Bailey not even really together. They're not even doing any tag team stuff anymore or anything like that. And I'm sure they will, still. But I like that it seems like we're getting both of them to the point of just doing single stuff, which is good. Which is good in my opinion, because both of those guys are really good. But the standout one in the team for me is definitely uh, the Jet, Kevin Knight. He's just phenomenal. But like I said, not the biggest Hook fan, but he looked really good in this match. He did. There's a screenshot right here of a nice uh, like judo hip toss that he did. Executed really well. Looked really good. And the next one we're going to look at here, we're going to look at Kevin Knight going off the top rope while Hook was outside the ring. Kevin Knight goes off the top rope and tries to hit him with a splash, but Hook walks away, and Kevin Knight lands right on his feet like a cat. And Shibata's there waiting for him at the bottom. Not they're good. I don't mind when the heels have people outside the ring. I just don't like too much shenanigans where they like keep, where their boys or whatever keep interfering. That to me gets really old. AEW has such a good stable of characters, whatever, of wrestlers, that you don't, in my opinion, you don't need to do that stuff. Their product shines in the ring and their performances. So yeah, if you're a heel and you do like a little, like a couple of things here and there where you're messing inside the ring, that's fine. But I don't like to see a lot of it, which this match did not have a lot of it at all. There's really hardly any, honestly, you could say, because Shibata just kind of stood there and like, you got to go through me, buddy. But he didn't like lay any hands on Kevin Knight, so that was good. Kevin Knight then rushes and Hook catches him. This is a good highlight. Hook pretty much belly to belly suplexes him over and lands in the lands in the fans, pretty much. I see with one dude, this guy with the mullet here. I think he was supposed to be the guy to catch Kevin Knight, but it kind of didn't work out that way. And I think a fan got all of Kevin Knight's body weight, ended up being on his lap, so that was kind of interesting. Another great screenshot of Hook hoisting up Kevin Knight and slamming him for a 1-2 pin. Like I said, even though I'm not the biggest Hook fan, I can give you credit, dude. You did really good in this match. Really good. Kevin Knight showing off. Here's another good screenshot of Kevin Knight. Big old scoop slam. Executed perfectly. Then Kevin Knight just from the apron, from the ring canvas, didn't go off any ropes or anything. This huge standing UFO splash that he does. That guy's got the best air. He could just jump like crazy. Another great move. Hook and Kevin off the top rope. Hook hoisting it up and giving him a good, almost another belly-to-belly slam, basically. Executed really good. Really good shot of Kevin Knight executing a good power DDT or whatever you want to call this. But really good move. Then Kevin Knight going up to the top rope. This is the end of the match here. Kevin Knight going up to the top rope and executing a huge UFO splash. And you can see the air that he's getting there. So good. And coming down, slamming. Hook selling good with that face. He's got the good, well, it probably did hurt. And Kevin Knight getting the 1, 2, 3. And he's retained the TNT champion. And again, this is another one, just like Willow. I mean, you can keep that championship on him for a very long time. Or hell, I mean, even like if you want to take it off him and put him in the main event, I'm here for it. I mean, we got next week we'll have, or this coming Wednesday we'll have Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin. So that'll be interesting to see. So yeah, that was the main event of the night for Collision on Saturday night. Thought it was a pretty good show. The whole show I will rate a metal rating. So enjoy, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and see you next time.